Alright, well, I do see that it's an energy tank in the, I
Mm-hmm.
saw an energy tank in the half pipe. I didn't see grapple ledge or vault ledge, unfortunately.
I did not either.
Um, but that's an
Lane's...
artifact in
Oh,
ruined nursery.
okay then. So more than likely, Hive Mecha here is probably going to be either space jump boots or missiles. Probably missiles.
It could be really either or. We've seen a lot of space jump totems lately, but
And it is not happening tonight.
not this time at least.
And that is a vanilla energy tank.
Is this hive totem even randomized?
You're right. Missile will open up a few things, not a whole lot. When we get Morph Ball, a lot more items are going to be open to us.
I mean, it opens up Artifact Temple.
Yeah, true enough.
But yes, our apologies for the sound issues, folks. It does appear that it's sorted. It is all sorted out now. So, just to kind of repeat what we were saying earlier because of those audio issues. So, where we stand in this tournament right now is we're kind of just backpedaling for a bit. So, we got a minute before new checks come in. So, the last time we were on air here on SpeedGaming was Uncle Reggie versus Inner Slice on Saturday, October 24th. So, it's been almost 2 weeks. Just after that, there was an off-camera match between Op82 and Lane in the losers bracket quarterfinals. That match was not restreamed, but that match did end up going to Lane. Lane did win, so that is why that is where we stand now, with Lane facing off against DiggleWrath for a spot in the losers bracket finals.
Mm-hmm. Like Lane checked Ruin Nursery really quick and saw that Morph Ball was just a missile, so he dipped right out.
Yeah, not much you can do with that, unfortunately. Not to mention it would be a soft lock.
Diggle, on the other hand, looks like he's going to go ahead and check Transport Access B.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Runners there almost always tends to be progression in Transport Tunnel B, just because that's one of the first things you can check after missiles.
I don't blame him. I would do the same thing. It's right on the way as you're going back to landing site. And
yeah.
Who knows, Morph Ball could be here.
Oh.
Or that.
Well, that's better to have and not need not have, let's be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, relatively free super missiles today.
Yeah. I would say so. Oh.
Although
I'm some R-dash strats, not quite panning out there.
Although I'm sure half of you in chat are already screaming biohazard containment.
Yeah, we're already, what, 1/3 of the way there? 1/4.
Yeah, we still need Ice Beam, Wave Beam, and Thermal Visor, and Gravity Suit.
So
logically, we need Wave Beam. Yeah, logically we need Wave Beam, but these two don't care about logic. Let's be perfectly honest. They're,
really.
They're in the top 8. They know what they're doing easily. MQB would just be rude, but we do know that one of the artifacts are free in Ruined Nursery today. Well, I say free. Next thing we know, bombs are going to be on, like, Thardus or something stupid.
Diggle is deciding to head over to get his artifact hints first and foremost before getting anything else. Did he check the landing site item? I thought that was a suit earlier.
I'm not sure, and unfortunately I was too busy helping run damage control with audio to see what the story was under there,
enough.
But
it's updated on our end, like, it looks good on us for the restream.
I think this has to be progression, actually, now that I think about it, because there really isn't anything else we can check.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, those space jump boots.
So grapples in logic.
Mm-hmm. Which means we're just one more item away from having Root Cave in logic, too.
Yeah, they might check Root Cave early.
Oh, yes,
honestly.
definitely. Root Cave, maybe even Arbor Chamber. I know Lane probably will, but...
Yeah.
I'm not sure about Diggle. I imagine he probably would.
I think I've seen Lane do the Arbor Chamber without bombs out of bounds.
Oh, right, they don't have bombs.
I've seen them do it
Yeah, that
without
would be a
bombs,
little bit of
though,
a risk,
so.
but they are right next to the ship save, too, so... I guess Diggle did not see the landing site item because he is choosing not to pick it up.
Well, he can't pick it up anyway without Morph Ball, so
Oh, yeah.
it's still hideously off the table.
I am a little bit tired right now, so I apologize. It's also been a while since I've done anything with Randomizer here.
And you are correct, it is a suit.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if it was Phazon
either
or
Phazon
Gravity.
or Gravity. Phazon or Gravity. It was not orange enough for Vario.
Yeah, I would have seen the green lines. That would have been like a dead giveaway. But the lines on this are... I think that might be Phazon suit.
Yeah?
We might have a free Phazon suit today.
Well, that would be a nice change of pace.
THK, would you like to enlighten the audience on who rolled this seed tonight?
I was the one that rolled the seed tonight. It is... so whatever happens, it happens because of me. And I will not apologize for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to just be back, quite frankly, because we've had this this long break. A lot of stuff has been happening elsewhere that's just been causing hiccups all around. There's more
there
ball.
it is.
Wow, it was Super's locked.
That's not something you see every day.
Nope. Well, I mean, to be fair, Supers were pretty much free, so...
I mean, yeah, but even still. It's like not usually the first location you would think of when you think where in the world is the Morph Ball.
Indeed.
So, having the Morph Ball, now it opens up back end to front Chozo. That's weird to say, but it's accurate.
Yeah, it opens up that, it opens up the suit.
Mm-hmm. Which, if it is truly Phazon suit, I can't imagine they would be terribly worried about it. They probably would. Actually, unless they have something that's Phazon suit locked, which there's only one item in the game that does that, they're probably not going to worry about picking that up until after they got all their artifacts.
You're probably right. That's basically going to be the last item. We'll know for sure when we see our runners, if we see our runners double back for it.
Mm-hmm. I imagine if they end up, like... The only situation where I don't see that happening is if they end up cutting through landing site to get to trash site. Because at that point you might as well just pick it up because it's on the way.
Yeah, it's literally right on the path. We have not seen the artifact hints yet, so...
No, so, I mean, everything's still up in the air regarding that.
Yeah, five of our artifacts are still unknown. So
I can't see what that is back there, so it is probably not a missile.
It's Ice Beam.
Oh, yeah, that is most certainly not a missile.
All right, well, IBBF. Am I wrong?
No, not really. Oh, there's a missile.
Yeah, that's almost always garbage.
Yeah. Oh, actually. Okay. I have something to talk about later. But yeah, it was actually a little good that wasn't a missile. That was a missile, rather.
Ooh, yeah, that might be a story for if we have a little downtime later.
Uh-huh.
Alright, Diggle, yeah, Zoid's out of logic anyway, so...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Diggle's just
There's
moving
nothing
on
else
out.
you could get There's nothing else you could get on that way either.
Is Grapple Beam... Remind me again, is Grapple Beam alone enough to put Frigate Crash Site into logic, or is it still expecting Gravity Suit?
I do not know off the top of my head.
I'm sure our masterful knowledge masters in chat can enlighten us on that one. Does still need
needs
gravity.
Okay, thank you, Reggie.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of what our runners could do at this point. I guess they can go to Vault.
You can get what?
Or what was on Vault Ledge. But I guess
that was
Vault
just an
Ledge
energy
wasn't
tank.
important.
It was just an energy tank, yeah.
So I guess that's it. I mean, we've got almost elevator sync here.
Yeah, I think they are synced.
Just about. If only if they're not perfectly synced up, they're only off by like 15 frames.
Yeah, it is really close right now, and we're only like what 12 minutes in.
Yep. Let that serve as a testament to why these runners are as far up in the tournament as they are now.
Mm-hmm. We really don't think that it's Varia by the ship.
It didn't look like Varia to me. I couldn't see the lines though, unfortunately. The scan marker got in the way. And Diggle is turning around.
Double backing for
Root Cave.
Root Cave.
What is this? We can finally see. It is Varia.
It was Varia suit, so that is progression.
Well, my eyes suck tonight.
Yeah, mine too. Okay. Lane's deciding to check crash site. It's very unlikely Diggle's going to find immediate progression here. One, because we know what the Varia suit is, but two, because this item would require X-ray and logic. Oh, that is an artifact at crash site.
You were saying?
I'll shut up now.
Well,
no, hey, wait, I said immediate progression.
Fair enough, you did. And yeah, look at that. Arbor Chamber out of bounds. Easy.
Mm-hmm.
4 missile.
And totally worth it.
But, I mean, Phazon Suit for this, if nothing else, is an extra damage resistance buff, so I'm sure our runners are not going to... Our Diggle's not going to complain about that. Lane, I think, is going to go check... Lane's going to run and check Overgrown Cavern real quick. Diggle's probably going to make his way back there too soon, courtesy of, courtesy of Ice Beam.
Yeah. I mean, Lane... It looks like Lane's already checked it. We just couldn't see what it is.
Yeah, Lane's unfortunately stuttering a bit, so,
It's nothing immediately apparent, so...
By this point, this is where I would start to imagine runners checking hints soon, because usually I tend to see runners check hints once the game starts to open up, and right now the game just opened up a little.
Oh, a little. We have access to, like, the entire game.
Yeah, well, about half the game opened up, to be fair.
All areas of the game are technically open.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, that's true. It's a lot more than I think it. I don't think of like early Magmore as a lot, along with the first half of Phendrana. So I usually think of like all of Mines as a lot.
Yeah.
And it's a missile.
Okay, it was a missile down there. Yeah. That's
okay, so yeah. So yeah, Lane's going to be following in Diggle's footsteps anyway here. So they kind of high-fived here at the landing site.
I think Lane kind of routed that a little bit better because he's going to be able to get these items and then just book it right to Magmore. But knowing the execution that both of these runners have, but especially Diggle, he can probably make that up really quickly.
I mean, he's already 2 rooms away from Transport Tunnel B, so...
Yeah.
And that's crazy, being able to scan dash off of a completely scanned item.
It's easier than you think. You just have to know the timing of it.
Fair enough. And yeah, it looks like Lane is doing Arbor Chamber out of bounds now, but Diggle's pulled ahead.
Oh, Lane is actually just...
loading the room around, around the door, yeah.
Yeah, so that he could see what it was. Well, maybe that's just how he does it.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Yeah,
that scared me for a second.
He was not stuck there, but... it's a weird little spot. But that's part of the reason why the devs, like, implemented the code where, like, the Morphle just kind of tries to jump up a slope to keep it from stop lock like that.
What is that up top there?
Visor, I think?
I think so.
Oh,
nope,
no,
it's
that's
Boost Ball. Diggle ain't gonna say no to that either. That puts Warrior Shrine into logic.
Do you know anyone who would say no to that?
Nope.
That's what I thought.
Not unless they're doing a max % no Boost Ball run. That's an
And,
artifact.
Down there in short tunnel. Okay.
So that's three artifacts have fallen onto our runners' laps, and they haven't even checked hints.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually a little surprised that they haven't. But at this point, they might not need to.
That's
Diggle
happened.
came bullied by turrets.
Yeah, it's happened a couple times this tournament where our runners have been very fortunate to just have their artifacts fall onto their laps and just not have to even open the pause menu.
I'm going to have to keep that climb into memory for later. That was very interesting how Diggle decided to climb up a monitor station.
Which room is it where once you think, oh my goodness,
God.
that's like French vanilla.
Yeah, close enough.
So we only need 2 more artifacts.
Uh-huh.
And we need a power bomb. And we need wave and plasma beam.
And we need vanilla bombs.
Yep, exactly what Uncle Reggie said. Artifact of Zawaldo!
Oh my.
Hey, I mean, I wasn't the first one. I wasn't the first one to make the joke. Is that spider? Nope, it's an energy
Nope.
tank.
3 energy tanks. I imagine Diggle's feeling pretty comfortable by now.
Oh yeah. 3 is usually the minimum for me when I do echoes.
That is morph ball bombs.
There we go.
Well, now we have a whole lot open.
To answer question, chat, no, I think bombs are hard required the whole seed.
No, not true.
Oh?
Theoretically, if you get Phazon, all the beams, the artifacts, and that's about it, then you don't need bombs at all to beat Ridley or Prime.
Fair enough. I thought it might be needed for like a part of Impact Crater or something to climb up
No.
a spider track, but I guess not.
No.
Yeah, 20
actually,
minutes.
Believe it or not, there's a spider track that's like just all the way at the end. You don't even need to do the one that like just kind of winds around the room.
Right. Oh, hey, thermal visor in Lava Lake.
Yeah.
Well, that's another key to the frigate. So we're missing 2 keys to the frigate right now. Wave beam and gravity suit by logic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is yeah, grab some snacks, folks. This is gonna be a good race.
Mm-hmm.
And we're actually
Lane is checking his hints.
all right. Here we go.
What have we got? Fiery Shores.
Fiery Shores,
Short Tunnel.
Short Tunnel,
Ruined Nursery. We knew. Elder Chamber.
Elder Chamber.
That's it. So.
Oh yeah,
Fiery
so
Shores. That's going to be Power Bomb locked.
yeah, and Elder Chamber.
just Elder Chamber. Wow.
That's it. Yeah, to get all the artifacts, we only need
Plasma.
plasma beam and power bombs.
Yeah. Wow.
That's pretty nutty.
Yeah.
Diggle just waltzed right by that E-tank.
And there's what, 5 powerbomb items in the game?
Yes.
5 powerbomb items and then just plasma beam. Yeah, it's just gonna come down to where those are.
Yeah, it's not too often you get a seed where it looks like, well, the artifacts are in great spots, but
They are.
who knows where plasma is. The good news is, though, I doubt we're going to see lower mines.
Probably no,
the
definitely not.
Yeah, because anything beyond MQA is now pretty much dead.
Because you need power bombs to get to MQA in the first place.
Yeah.
And MQA is the latest that you can find plasma beam. So we're not going to see We're not going to see Omega Pirate. We're not going to see Fungal Hall B. We're not going to see any of that.
Yeah, so lucky break for our runners to already have that knowledge 21 minutes in.
Lane has that knowledge. Diggle doesn't have it quite yet.
Very true, but I don't think Diggle's going to be too worried about checking mines yet. With
I'm pretty certain he's going to check his hints before he even gets close to mines.
Yeah, we're getting 2 more checks here. One of
And
them, which
there's
is Spider. Well, now we're just wave beam away from Tower of Light being in logic.
Have we found enough missiles for that?
Not actually. No, we haven't.
Yeah.
Although I think they passed up a missile at some. Oh no, they both picked up Arbor Chambers. So,
I'm thinking Dynamo more. Yeah, like Quizbull said in chat, Dynamo is more to be in logic.
Yeah, I think that was a missile in Ruin Fountain.
It looks like it.
Oh, which actually, it should be noted, we haven't been able to talk about this because so much has been happening. There are just a pair of gentlemen's agreements in play for today. Sun Chamber is disabled, and Infinite Speed is allowed.
Mm-hmm. Well, specifically, Flagra is disabled, so any room that requires Flagra and Logic is not going to have something important.
Right. Well, right now, with just how linear the seed is, Diggle currently has had an edge just on execution, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I was actually in a stream a little early. He was saying that he was hoping the seed would kind of go like this, where it's just kind of linear and not, like he wouldn't have to make too many routing decisions because he felt like he had an edge on Lane for that. But routing, he did not feel as confident with. Well, Dynamo was dead.
That's unfortunate. Well, now we have enough missiles for Tower of Light.
yeah, definitely.
Although I think technically we're still 5 short because the one in Arbor Chamber is plasma locked.
Yeah. But it was a missile up at the top of Gathering Hall, wasn't it? Wait, actually, I don't think they checked that yet.
They did check that, actually. It was a missile, you're right.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, they're good. In fact, I can tell Diggle didn't get it because it's still making the sound.
Yeah.
Lane's stream's having a bit of a hissy fit with him again.
Yeah. It looks like he's just trailing behind Diggle right now.
Is it me or does Lane's Chosen Ruins look a little darker? Maybe that's just his
it's probably just
settings.
his video settings. That's
yeah.
all.
Meanwhile, here's Zoid.
It's what, 35 second soul variance?
Something like that.
15. Yeah, no, 45 seconds, I think. Hold on. No. Ugh.
I remember they outright said it. I remember they outright said it during one of the AGDQ runs of Prime a couple years back.
Yeah, I'm just bad with these numbers for whatever reason, because it never really occurs to me. I just listen for the music.
Yeah, I mean, that is the best way to decide. So far, though, Zoid not doing us any favors, only dropping us another missile.
There's been times when Zoid has given the runner something to go off of, and then other times it's just like, hey, here's like missile number 43.
Uncle Reggie mentions that like bombs and power bombs have a different hum. Another example I can think of is Prime 2, especially where the temple keys sound much more different compared to regular items.
Hey, look, there's missile 43. So not only did Zoid give Diggle a bad pattern, it also gave him a bad item at this point.
Yeah, at this point we really don't need missiles anymore, although having the extra missiles with supers in tow is nice.
There's not a whole lot that it can be used for at this point besides...
I mean, Exo.
Power phase and Exo.
And it's still better than having no
even
combos.
that would be a little bit of a moot point if like one of our runners decides to go for Exo Skip.
Yeah, which I'm not. We have seen, I think, once in this tournament, but it's gonna be a.
If either our runners would do it, it would be Lane because I don't think Diggle's even learned it yet.
I don't think Diggle's learned it either.
But Lane, I do know, has at least gone for it. I remember seeing him go for it. Either in this tournament or in the any percent tournament, but...
Yeah, Brawler makes a good point in chat. It could be Prime 3 missiles, which they're really just not that great.
Yeah.
You also don't burn missiles in Prime 3 as fast because there's no super missiles in Prime 3. You don't, like...
Oh, hi there.
Well, everybody wave to the wave beam. Because now we can do Tower of Light and pretty much all of Phendrana.
When's the last time you've seen someone use Spider Ball on that spider track, by the way?
Not recently. What is that up there? That looked like missiles.
I gave up a long time ago trying to figure that one out on Restream.
It looked glowy, orange, bright orange glowy. I say that, and that's what Plasma Beam looks like, but it looked brighter orange or glowy. That's an energy tank.
Well, there's no mistaking that.
Yeah. It helps when we've got all the ball upgrades, too.
Interesting that Diggle's deciding to get that energy tank.
Might be thinking about heading to Phendrana soon, so might just want the extra health for safety.
I guess, but I can't really think of anything that does that much damage in Phendrana.
Then again, we are running on the Prime 1 drop system. You never know. Ooh, supers for the Ghost here is going to be a really nice convenience.
It is.
He might, chat's also pointing out he might also be thinking about endgame.
Yeah,
Exo does hurt. The Exo still hurts. Because we may end up doing this with only 2 suits, which only gives us 20% resistance instead of 50.
You know what would be really hilarious is if Plasma Beam is in this Ice Beam lock one.
That's happened too.
If that does happen, this is like that would just mean we need power bombs and that's it.
Yeah, that would be the icing on the cake right now. With like power bombs in like antechamber or something.
Oh, interesting. Lane has decided not to go to Far Chozo. He's doubling back.
Ooh, yeah, I'm curious to know what this is about.
Did he open up the save station? Either he's going for an infinite speed play, or he's deciding to head to Magmore. Or head back to Magmore, rather.
I don't recall if he opened the save station. He's taking Wave Beam to Magma Pool.
Oh yeah, Training Chamber is open.
Yeah, with Wave and Grapple. Among other things.
Yeah. It was just mostly Wave Beam that opened it up for them.
Yeah,
You know,
so this makes a lot of sense.
Okay. So that's one item gone. And that's 2 items gone. And if he wants to, he can use infinite speed to check this other item, but he would either need to go right to the elevator or go back to the save station. Really nice dash.
Yeah. Not even, nothing but net, I guess is the best term you can use for that. And unfortunately now Diggle's got to deal with ghosts later, because he opened up the Wave Beam path.
Oh, he didn't do the HBJ?
No, he didn't do the HBJ, he used the Wave Beam path.
Gotcha.
Which does, for those who don't know, that adds an extra layer, where, that adds a new layer later down the road, which adds ghosts, 3 ghosts to that, room, yeah. Sorry, got distracted by seeing Diggle taking a dunk in the reflecting pool.
Yeah,
He was about to go to Great Tree, but decided against it at the last second.
Yeah,
Maybe he just realized Magma Pool?
he doesn't have access to Life Grove, and Great Tree Chamber is not going to be in Logic because he doesn't have X-Ray. Well, he's going to be happy about these locations.
Yeah, we're not looking for much. Oh, Lane's doing Tower of Light and first time's missiles.
Yeah, Tower Chamber is nothing. That is in Logic, by the way.
Yeah. He didn't actually check Tower of Light. He was trying to climb it but fell down, so he's going to check it again now.
Yeah, okay. The Elder Chamber thing, he may be like, oh, come on, why don't I have Plasma now? But...
Be even more hilarious if Plasma suddenly comes up in a room or two. Ooh, Lane is having trouble with this climb. He's probably just going to check it with cutscenes at this point.
It would probably be faster, yeah.
No, still attempting to climb manually. Alright, he's up this time.
Okay. And for his trouble... Yeah,
even more
that's
missiles.
about right.
Tower of Missiles.
That's about right.
Fell all the way down.
Yeah, I think he got a little disoriented, too.
I would be. This room is confusing.
Yeah.
But yeah, now Diggle's making the same checks. Lane's probably going to go to Far Chozo now, too, so... I guess Diggle just wanted to make sure he didn't miss anything to be absolutely certain, especially after knowing that Magma Pool's in Logic. These scan dashes, the execution from these two runners is just astounding tonight.
I have trouble with the dash back. Dash to the powerbomb item is fine for me, but going back for whatever reason is just, like, I have not figured that out. I've gotten it before, but, like, I don't know. It's definitely the harder of the two.
Alright, now Diggle's gonna check Tower of Missiles, so... Alright, Lane
Tower
is...
Missiles and Missile Chamber.
Yep. Lane is on his way back to, Talon. I think this is going to... I'm not sure where he's gonna go, actually, at this point. Probably Magmore. Probably go to Phendrana now. There really isn't anything else you can do from here.
Yeah.
I guess you can get to Far Chozo from this way.
You can.
Out of Logic, of course, but, because, yeah, Frigate Crash, like...
He wouldn't do gravityless frigate, would he?
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Because, you know who you're up against. You're up against Diggle. You know he's at least on par with you in terms of execution. So, you got to make some pretty big plays in order to make this work. But it looks like he is climbing.
No,
so,
he's climbing. Okay.
Yeah, he's going to go to Far Chozo.
He'll also, oh no, we already checked Overgrown Cavern.
Yeah, we did. It was missiles. Yeah, we've had actually a bit of downtime ever since Spider Ball. There really just hasn't been anything happening.
Yeah, this is like front-loaded, and then now we're getting into the decline.
Yeah, now this is where things could go downhill fast. We could absolutely have Plasma Beam on Thartus. It's happened.
It has. It's decided an entire tournament before.
Mm-hmm.
And classic anime trope, Bash is sneezing right now.
Diggle, I don't think is... Diggle's having a lot of indecision
Diggle's
moments
checking
here.
Vault. That's been open for a long time now.
I thought they passed through Vault with bombs.
No, they didn't. They did not, no. This is the first time we're seeing Vault.
Unless Diggle's going to Lava Lake. Yeah, he's going to Lava Lake. Yeah, because I was about to say, I know we saw Vault at one point. I don't remember it being anything important. We would have caught it hands down.
I don't remember seeing that item at all.
Yeah, so...
Oh, did he? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Diggle came back through... Both runners came back through Lava Lake, but I think Diggle went through Vault.
Yeah, I remember that
Well,
now.
thankfully, even though we have supers and spiders, ghosts is thankfully not a thing today. So,
Outside of
yeah.
Hall of the Elders, at least.
I think right now, Diggle's gonna run straight to Fendrana. It feels like the density is there at this point. Because
Yeah.
besides a few icy checks, you can do pretty much everything else besides any ice and gravity checks.
Really interesting how this race has come down now to one beam and essentially 5 expansions, and they just need one of them to be in go mode.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate that we're seeing a lot of backpedaling here because there really isn't much new happening. But I guess while we do have a second, we gotta give I think some congratulations are in order. As was recently reported a few days ago in the Prime Discord, we now have a working Prime 3 randomizer.
Oh yes, yeah. Very recently, Gollop and I can't remember who else.
I know a few others.
Yeah, Gollop and a few others have gotten the first couple of builds of the Prime 3 Corruption randomizer done. It's still in very early stages. We don't even have a UI for it yet, but it's working with a glitchless logic. So that's exciting. Now that we have all 3 games with a randomizer.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed I got rid of my physical copy of Prime 3 so long ago now. I'm really wishing I had that back.
I have it sitting right here on my table.
I might have to go get another copy, because I'm sure it's not too hard to come by.
I don't think so. Probably like 15, 20 bucks or something.
Yeah, 20 tops. Might even be able to find it at like a vintage game store or something.
Probably. Kind of weird to hear that Prime 3 is considered vintage at this point.
I mean, I wouldn't call, I guess maybe vintage is not the correct term, but
13 years old.
it's a 13-year. I mean, if you think that's old, this game is over 20. Not over 20, but pretty darn close to 20.
18 years old.
Yeah.
This game can vote.
Topical.
We're not going to get too into that, though.
Nothing in the Ice Ruins East Tower.
Ruins
East Ice has our first power bomb.
Unfortunately, we can't grab that power bomb.
Well, it's a start.
That's the carrot at the end of the stick.
Here we go.
I have no idea how he recovered that, but he did, and I'm impressed.
That was amazing. Nothing in the lighthouse, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, we can only check, unfortunately, Chapel of the Elders here without Plasma Beam, unless you want to IS the, the item, which you could do. It's usually what the, like, any percent speedrun does.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could do that, but that would mean having to go all the way back to the elevator. Or go to the save station, either one.
Well, the cutscene of starting the Chapel of the Elders fight would kick you out of infinite speed.
Yeah, it would. Unless you did the inbound infinite speed.
Yeah, you have to do the out of bounds. You have to go out of bounds first to do that. Basically, get IS from Chozo Ice Temple.
Does not look like it's that whatever's in Chapel of the Elders, I think.
Yeah, no, he didn't pick it up.
Ugh.
But yeah, we're now basically plasma from go mode.
Mm-hmm. Unless we find another Powerball along the way.
Well, even still, we're plasma from go mode if we do.
Yeah.
But yeah, we need a power bomb. Just the one power bomb for Fiery Shores, and that's it.
How hilarious would it be if we find all the power bombs, but they're all like plasma locked?
I mean, there's really not many plasma locks left in Phendrana besides not security, storage cave, technically upper gravity chamber.
Yeah, there isn't that many plasma lock stuff, but it's like power bombs could be behind power bombs if there's an earlier power bomb that's expected in logic.
Yeah. It's kind of like in Majora's Mask Randomizer, the bow upgrades aren't progressive, so your first logical bow could still be the largest quiver. Alright, Lane has finally gone back into Magmore. He's lost a lot of time from this, from his choice of routing right now, so it's gonna be a minute before he's over in Phendrana with Diggle. And I do think Phendrana is the play right. I mean, there's power bombs, so...
Oh, okay. So, literally, plasma is go mode.
Oh, right, yeah, we still need plasma for go mode. I blanked and I blanked for some reason, and I thought the item in the ice was plasma, and then my mind just hit me again. It's like, wait, that can't happen. That's what you call a dead seed or an exo skip required. And even then,
no,
that's not gonna work.
You wouldn't be able to exo skip. You need plasma to be able to exo skip.
Yeah. Never mind. I'm tired too.
Okay. It's pretty nice of the game to give them main power bombs as the first logical power bomb.
Absolutely. You don't want to have to start worrying about ammo, especially going through labs, because power bombs are nice.
Yeah. And the game does not like to give you a lot of them.
Oh, yes. I'm not sure if Corruption's drop system is similar to Prime 2's, but I don't remember it being that much. I don't remember it being that much of a
I'm pretty sure it is, it's not like it matters all that much because hyper mode is a thing that exists in that game.
A, hyper mode is a thing. B, it seems like energy things drop like ad nauseum. And C, the other items, missiles and gunship missiles, can't be just burned carelessly, so it's not like you're gonna run out of those frequently.
Yeah, the drops are actually, now that I really think about it, a really moot point in Corruption just because of how the game is built.
Exactly, yeah.
Diggle's getting bullied.
Yeah, Observatory Pirates. That happens. Nice dash, though.
Mm-hmm. That's an energy tank up there.
Yep. And I don't think Lane found anything in Workstation, so he's just zipping right on out.
I didn't even notice that he went to Workstation.
Yeah, it's been kind of tough with the stuttering, but it looks like he hasn't found anything important. I don't see Plasma Beam on his display.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Prime 3...
Diggle doing a good job of getting the fight skip here.
Yeah. But yeah, Prime 3 supers are hyper missiles, which do hurt, but, and they only cost one missile.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually noticing in the race time chat, 16 minutes in, which was around the time I think Lane got stuck in Root Cave, he did say in the chat, I was so scared.
Yeah. Also, chat is bringing up a good point. That item could not have been Plasma Beam, as it is logically plasma locked.
Good point. And that looks like missiles in Research Core, so Lane's going to do far Phendrana. DiggleWrath's going to catch up eventually, though, so Lane hasn't found a power bomb by the looks of things, so... No, unless
That's
power bombs
just... interesting.
Yeah, if Plasma is here and another power bomb shows up, this will be very interesting. Oh, there's X-Ray.
It is also going to help Diggle confirm some chats because now, well,
Now you're expected to go back and get Phazon suit. Because that's X-ray locked.
oh yeah. For some reason,
Cave, yeah.
my mind was still on Phazon suit being in landing site.
Not this time. But yeah, now we got no visorless essence. And I'm sure Lane's gonna, if Plasma's not here, is going to go through labs, pick that up.
Oh, interesting. He's deciding to go down to Gravity Chamber.
Ooh, gutsy play. They're kind of meeting up here a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Diggle's checked labs. Lane's a little ahead in Parkinjana, but that's about it. And like Diggle's gonna be right behind him.
Yeah, if there's nothing in here in Gravity Chamber, I think we're basically out of Farfandrana checks. Because it can't be Storage Cave, that's Plasma locked. What is that down there? Lane's not going for it, so it can't be anything important.
It looked like a ledge was just a missile.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, what would have made this interesting is if a Power Bomb and Plasma Beam were both in here, because that would have effectively put both of these two in go mode virtually simultaneously.
Hey, Captain.
Yeah?
Something you said earlier came back to my mind.
Go on.
Thardus.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I expect him to check monitor station before...
Quarantine monitor.
Quarantine monitor, excuse me. Quarantine monitor before quarantine cave. But...
With 4 power bombs, though, Thardus could be kind of quick, actually.
4 power bombs, and super missiles, and thermal visor.
Yeah, so Thardus is not that bad with this setup. It's just like doing a Morbus with an extra light ammo tank.
Yeah, pretty much. Frigate is not open right now because we don't have Gravity Suit.
I mean, that could be a Thardus too.
It could be, and then Frigate would be open. But with our current knowledge, it's not a possibility.
But yeah, we still gotta find Gravity first. I mean, Lane's in the neighborhood, so let's see.
Yeah. Quarantine monitor. Is our plasma beam?
Plasma beam. So if Diggle goes straight for that, he's in go mode. Which he's probably gonna do. Uh-oh, he fell down.
Frozen pipes.
Oh, you know something? Lane's taking a minute here. I just realized something. Lane hasn't been to...
Okay, so Lane is abusing standable terrain there to skip having to do...
Oh!
That was really close to working.
You know what I'm going to do is laugh if this is either Gravity Suit or Power Bomb, because then Lane is still going to be in go mode. A Power Bomb especially, but Gravity's just going to be a... Because Lane hasn't been to... Shorelines yet. He hasn't seen the Power Bomb tank.
Nope. Well,
and he hasn't been to lab for the mains.
Yeah. But he would be right there after Thardus.
He would be. But yeah, Diggle is heading in that direction, so he's going to get Plasma and he's going to be in go mode. And I think that actually is going to, barring some kind of execution issue, going to help Diggle take this race.
Yeah. Very, very linear seed.
You're not kidding. Yeah, it was literally just get all your early game stuff, head to Phendrana, get your Plasma Beam, and that's all she wrote.
Yeah. It wasn't even that bad either. Like,
no, it wasn't.
All the locations were pretty good.
Yeah, we're going to be done with this seed in about 15 minutes.
I mean, hey, we didn't even have to dip into mines.
No, completely mindless seed.
Minesless and frigateless.
And, well, actually, Magmore had like half a dozen artifacts, but
Yeah.
yeah, this I would say that's pretty much bagged this race for DiggleWrath.
I mean, anything can happen, but yeah.
Absolutely. But yeah, given that it's going to take Lane a minute or two to get power bombs, uh, I
Unless Stardust here has power bombs.
that's true. Which again, we can gladly laugh if he does.
I'm pretty sure we will.
And this fight shouldn't be much longer. Lane's on the final phase.
Yeah, Plasma Beam does an incredible amount of damage to Stardust.
Yeah, double in fact, or extra damage especially. He's coded to be specifically weak to Plasma Beam. Kind of like Exo is specifically weak to Ice Beam.
Although, as a note, in the vanilla game, you're not supposed to have Plasma Beam for this fight, so it's more than likely an artifact of early development.
Yeah, it was something, I think I remember one of the developers talking about that during the AGDQ run. They said they just did that so that way, God forbid, something did happen and you fought Thardos with Plasma, the game wouldn't just crash because it wouldn't know what to do.
Oh. Well, that's convenient then.
Aww.
Nah, just a missile.
Also,
No Schadenfreude this time.
Also, Diggle. You know, it's a good thing that sound isn't randomized. Could you imagine if that sound was like, the Ridley screech every time?
Oh, jeez. I'd have to mute the game if that was the case.
I think my favorite low heartbeats in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, respectively. For Ocarina of Time, it's the Flare Dancer because the game's just laughing at you.
Oh, jeez. Please stop.
Sorry. And the other one in Majora's Mask is the Postman because it's just yah.
It's too late for this kind of humor.
It's never too late in my neck of the woods. And Lane still hasn't found that power bomb yet, but he's gonna be coming up on shorelines now, so... So I think the last artifact for Diggle is...
Last artifact for Diggle should be Elder
Chamber. Yeah, that's the one. Still has not taken a significant heal.
Well, Ship is on the way to Hall of the Elders, so he will.
Fair
and his Magmore drops 20.
And he decides to just face tank the lava like a champ. Don't scare us like that.
I mean, he has 2 suits worth of armor, but good lord, Diggle.
This is the kind of stuff that you would see from top 8 runners, to be fair.
I mean, yeah, I would definitely play it like that. But actually, no, I probably would have just boosted through. Because you don't take all that much damage when you just boost through the lava. Unless you, heaven forbid, get stuck.
Yeah. We've seen that happen where somebody got stuck in Short Tunnel and took a death as a result.
Oh, that's the ultimate death by Prime.
Yeah, it looks like Lane's gotten power bombs and is running his artifact suite now.
Yeah, I guarantee you he got the
He got
power
mains.
bomb. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, Diggle still has to go back to Elder Chamber. That's probably the most inconvenient thing of the seed in general. And even then, Elder Chamber's right around the corner. Yeah, Frigateless, Minesless, Far Talonless. I don't know if you would call Thardos Farfendrana, but pretty much
It's
very
about middle of the
isolated
road.
today. Yeah, very isolated seed today.
Now that I think about it, though, logically speaking, this last artifact is a nightmare.
Yes, because it is. You have to go get plasma and then come back.
Yeah. So logically speaking, you cannot do that climb up. Forget that Diggle just did.
You have to go all the way back around
But
to from like Fendrana to Magmore
to Talon to Chozo, or
yeah. Yeah, so that's a routing nightmare. A logical routing nightmare.
Good thing we don't care about routing logic.
I mean, yeah, nightmares from Fusion and Other M, but not that kind of nightmare. Diggle probably wishing he hadn't activated those ghosts from the wave trigger earlier. But to be fair, this door doesn't even lock anyway, so...
I'll get him to learn that HPJ one of these days. It's honestly not even that bad of an HPJ.
Lane is actually pretty, I wouldn't say hot on Diggle's heels, but he's not far behind.
He's close by, yeah.
I would say he's only about 2 minutes tops away.
Not going through labs is probably what saved a lot of the time that Lane was behind.
Yeah,
So,
both runners made fairly interesting, fairly good routing choices, but the seed was just so linear at the start that they ended up basically hitting Goma within minutes apart.
we're actually going to see a high five here.
Yeah. One elevator stops, another starts. Ooh, Chad makes a good point. Lane never went to Aether for X-Ray.
Yeah.
So it's gonna complicate Essence a tiny bit.
It's gonna depend on final bosses, really. Like, I think it's definitely close enough where final bosses can definitely throw it in either runner's favor.
Absolutely. Yeah, if Exo just decides to not be cooperative, yeah, that's a bad time.
Or if Ridley decides, I feel like going on a little marathon sprint for a while.
Yeah. Hopefully Diggle...
Granted, I'm sure Diggle knows how to snipe. In fact, I've seen him do it earlier, but it's still not what you want to see.
No.
And then, as you said earlier, Exo RNG can definitely influence it as well.
I'm sure both runners know the AI manipulation at this point.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. But, like, if Diggle gets, like, nothing but wave in, like, the last sub-chamber.
Oh, yeah, that could just be a drawn-out slog. I can't believe... I still am amazed that the needles on those, like, creatures are, like, homing. It's like, that absolutely curved at a 40-degree angle to hit Diggle.
Oh, yeah, no, they are curving. They are like, natural heat-seeking.
The door closed on Lane.
That is a very, very rude door.
I'm not used to that happening. Actually, I am used to that happening, but mostly in Echoes. Not here, though.
That was a little late.
It looks like it dealt damage.
He was trying for flyby skip.
Okay.
And Diggle is not going for the mid-air boost because that actually loses you RTA instead of saving you time.
Yeah, because cutscenes.
And these races are decided by real time, so...
Unfortunately. He got it.
Yep. So boost ball. 50,000 damage per frame. Totally not overkill, right?
And for whatever reason, Ridley's not vulnerable to it.
Air phase, Ridley.
Yeah, at least in GameCube. That was patched out almost immediately.
It was patched out in on the PAL release in GameCube.
Yeah.
Although, when I think about it, I do think that Player's Choice can still do that on Ridley.
I think Player's Choice can.
Yeah.
Yeah, Player's Choice can, but I think PAL is definitely when they started really killing the tricks.
Well, Player's Choice is the very last GameCube release of the game. Believe it or not. It was released after the PAL version.
Fascinating. Hey, Bash. This scene's been fantastic.
Yeah, this is like...
No mine?
Yeah. No mines, no frigate, no... what did you say? Far Talon?
No Far Talon, no Far Fendrana, no anything. Nothing. The only kind of annoyance was going back for Elder Chambers artifact, because Plasma was in quarantine monitor.
Mm-hmm.
So the next closest thing to Thardus you can get.
Oh, you know something? We were talking about it earlier, but if Lane feels he's behind, he might try Exo Skip to try and get an edge on Diggle.
If he does, that actually is going to be a difference maker.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if he decides to go for it, and with how the seed played out, he might want to, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, and this is, yeah, don't look away, folks. This is going to be a nail biter.
Yeah. Looks like Lane just finished up Ridley, so he's going to be entering Impact Crater in a few moments.
Still a couple of minutes behind Diggle.
I mean, I can see arguments for Lane going for Exo Skip and Lane not going for Exo Skip. That was an unneeded Super Missile. Those of you that don't know, a Super Missile does enough damage where you just need one more charge shot and then you'll get to the next beam phase. You don't need to use 2 Super Missiles. I mean, Diggle might have used it for the homing, but I personally would like to try and hold on to whatever resources I have.
Both runners have supers. It was required for
Morph Ball.
to do Morph Ball. Yeah, it was in the tree.
It looks like Lane is not going for Exo Skip, so
It's going to come down to Exo RNG at this point.
yeah.
In which case, I would say even with Exo RNG being slightly uncooperative, with the extra visor, I think Diggle's still got this.
Maybe. We'll see. Because for all we know, Exo could decide to go on the marathon sprinting I was talking about.
Yeah, and to be fair, Diggle's actually lost almost half his health right now, so
Well, he's got 4 energy tanks, so... Or did he pick up a 5th one and I didn't see it?
picked up a 5th one, yeah.
Okay.
So he's down to a slightly over half HP. But yeah, this is going to be it's going to be a one to watch for sure.
Plasma Beam start is, like, usually what you want to see here. Power Beam wouldn't have been too bad for Diggle either with the Super Missiles.
Yeah, his missile count's fairly solid. You know, going back to what I said, those extra missiles don't hurt.
Good job getting that snipe, too.
Oh, yeah.
Now, that is not what he wanted to see, though. Because Plasma Beam does a lot of damage, and it's going to make this ice phase really short. And he would have much preferred the Plasma to transition over to something like Wave or Power. Now, if this ends up being Wave Beam, then that will be really good RNG. If he had hit the second one, but he did get the first snipe, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I get you now. I get you. You want the ice phase to be long so that way you can take advantage of the extra damage.
Yeah. You want the high damage ones to transition to the low damage ones so that you can get the snipes to make those phases shorter.
Like that.
Yeah, like that. But granted, Power Beam is like the shortest one because of supers.
Yeah.
Ice Beam is a good start. Not ideal, you would want Plasma, but it's not bad.
You'll take what you can get, you know?
Yeah. Actually, thinking about it, 3 beams are pretty good. Because of the required super missiles. Speaking of super missiles, it's just going to take 1 super here because he got one of the snipes. So that should transition to the next beam phase. Yep.
Could you get a super missile shot in during the dash?
You could, but it's better to get a charge so that during the turnaround you can get the super missile in.
Ah, good call, good call. That is what Diggle did. That was very impressive.
Like he missed the charge shot, but and I think he got damage stun, so he could actually go for the super.
His RNG has been very cooperative.
Really
He's already
good.
done.
Yeah.
Well, once Lane catches up, we'll see. Yeah, Lane's down to 45% HP on EXO, so he's still got another minute or so. He's not too far from Subchamber 4, though, to be fair.
No, not at all. That super missile's gonna help.
Yeah, I would go for the health refills. Because I know Essence isn't that challenging of a boss, all things considering, but you still don't really want to chance it. Why does this boss drop missiles?
For the Metroids.
Fair enough. But you have Hyper Beam.
You do, and you have power bombs, but I think the devs thought that, you know, if players would be so conditioned to using Ice Beam plus missiles, that it might as well.
Fair enough. And we'd like to welcome the folks joining in from SpeedGaming 2, and you are joining us at the wind down to a very quick Metroid Prime Randomizer 2020 tournament seed between DiggleWrath and Lane. This is going to be over pretty darn soon. DiggleWrath has already got the second pool.
He's got the setup for a quick 3, unless that happens.
I think he's still okay for the time being. Worst case scenario, it's only going to be like 1 attack or 2.
Yeah, he's fine. Unless this is in one of the weird collision spots on the ground. It looks like it is.
Yeah, he's not able to get pool cancels as much as he would like. Oh, he's down to 1 HP.
Wow!
Look at that. The whole gauge is down.
I've never seen that happen way too many times.
Yeah, I've never seen that before ever, but that is amazing. Unfortunately, now it's down to RNG.
Yeah. No, it's not RNG. It's a set timer.
Right.
Oh, jeez.
He's getting grabbed, and that's his last power bomb, so make it count.
These pools last forever, so thankfully. Yeah, there you go.
That is GG.
Diggle has finished in first place with an official race time of 1 hour, 9 minutes, and 56 seconds.
Yep,
and Lane has forfeited after seeing Diggle finish.
Yeah, I think that was him calling it quits right there.
Mm-hmm.
But what a finish. That was not too far away from each other.
It wasn't.
Like, one boss ends, another begins. Like, you love to see those.
Yeah, definitely.
We should be getting our runners in for an interview in a second. Diggle just gave a BRB in the race time, so let's give him a second.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, fairly linear. I would call that pretty much a jet seed.
Yeah, I mean, might as well be. I can't about an hour 10. That's pretty fast. That's like about the speed of an 90% run, honestly.
Just about, yeah. Yeah, it cannot be overstated just how well both of these runners have been performing tonight, because their execution has been, their movement, their scan dashes, it's been phenomenal. The only difference was Diggle deciding to go to labs instead of to go to labs from the front instead of from the back.
Mm-hmm. That's about it, yeah. Oh, right.
Oh, actually, I just realized with the new bot things, we might have to ask
Yeah.
SG staff for a manual invite here.
Okay.
Yeah, shout outs to Mind of Me for all of her help tonight getting everything set up. Because yeah, we had some audio issues early on. Our new bot, we're using a new bot, restream bot, so we're kind of making the transition to stuff as Flash discontinues this month and next month rather, and case by case, you know.
Okay.
Are you gonna DM them, or do you want me to do it?
I'm gonna DM them.
You're gonna DM them, okay. But yeah, we're using a new restream bot and stuff, folks. So bear with us as we kind of iron out or sweep up the technical dust. Also, shout outs to Op82 for tracking this race, because he was put to work very quickly.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Diggle. Welcome to the booth. Congratulations.
Thank you. I was a bit livid when I failed the 3-pool by like a pixel, not even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my heart is pounding, my legs are weak. Adrenaline crash.
What did you think of the seed?
It wasn't terrible. I'm surprised you didn't take revenge for all the garbage I sent you, THK. But I'm not going to complain.
No, that was I would qualify that as a jet seed. No mines, no Farfandrana, really. No frigate, no Far Talon, no nothing.
Yeah, you got it. That's right, Pariah. Palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms spaghetti. Oh, Farfandrana. So the one thing I was a bit worried about was workstation. I realized that Plasma could have been there, and given the item balancing algorithm, it was possible, even, or likely, more likely than some other areas. I'm just lucky I basically second to last location Plasma in Fendrana.
We actually have Lane in here now.
GG.
So you both were actually pretty neck and neck for the better
Just
part of the
about the whole
first 45 minutes. The real difference maker was when you were both done with Magmore, because Lane, you chose to go to Farfandrana first. Diggle, you chose to go to labs through Shorelines, and that ultimately led you to main power bombs before Plasma Beam.
But even after that, you guys were still only like a minute or two difference after like everything converged.
Oh wow.
Lane was just starting Essence when you finished.
Would have been cool if I didn't touch the last pixel of the wall in the third skip, but whatever.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate.
Yeah, Lane had went for reverse Tharda skip and almost got it, but he just kind of got pushed into the cutscene trigger.
Shame.
That cost me like 6 minutes probably.
Yeah, it was unfortunate, but I mean, you both still played really well.
Yeah.
You both played well, and you had a really nice seed, to be fair, too. I mean, at least you didn't have to go to MQA for Plasma, let's be honest.
But Flamethrower was there, or one of the beam combos.
Oh, yeah, there was something there. I noticed in the credits. I didn't remember what it was.
So how about those Supers Lock Morph Ball, by the way?
I was very confused until I remember Main Plaza Tree existed.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever actually seen Morph Ball in there this tournament. If we have, somebody will gladly correct me on that. But yeah, the chain was the only real, I guess I would say, snafu was going back to the Elder Chamber artifact, because logically we're expected to literally just tootle all the way back around to go get it.
Yeah, there was no good time to get that.
It was
Not
actually funny, Diggle. You saw the Elder Chamber hint right after you did Hall of the Elders.
Yeah, I was a little bit unhappy, but it could have been worse.
I should have did the IS there, but I'm not consistent at it, so I didn't do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would have been useful here.
So,
Well,
anything else to bring up from either of you?
No, I'm gonna go lay down or something.
Fair enough.
yeah, with that, Diggle, you now go on to face Uncle Reggie for the for us
Losers
chance.
finals.
For losers finals and a chance at the top.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but is that one going to be a best of 3, or is that just grand finals that we're doing? I don't have.
I think it's
rules.
double elimination, so
It's single, double elimination, best of 1.
yeah.
Sorry,
Oh, for the whole thing. Okay.
If
Yeah.
if Inner Slice or if Diggle wins both the next match and his match against Inner Slice in the finals, there will be basically a grand finals match.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's where we stand, folks. Again, we thank you for joining us as we finally got back to Prime Randomizer. It was good to be back. THK, thank you for joining me up here in the booth.
Mm-hmm. No, not a problem at all.
And again, a big GG's to our runners. They have put on a fantastic show for you tonight. If you have not already, please go give them a follow.
Uncle Reggie already took care of it.
Oh, he did. Oopsie. Thanks, chat.
I don't think either of our runners are going to say no to a second plug, though.
But yeah, with that said, folks, I think that's all for us here tonight. So thank you all for watching, and we will see you next mission.
Yep. Have a good night.